Fonk. That's all. Hello friends and neighbors, how you doing? Welcome back to the Brownstone. My name is Rich Brown. I'm glad you're here today because we're talking about funk, some old school, serious stink face. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to talk about today is a simple exercise. Simple in its premise, but it might be challenging for some and kind of easy for others. Either way, it's going to be fun for everybody. I guarantee it. And it's based on a very simple idea. So let's get right into it. So how about we play this in E? Everybody loves funk in E. Can't go wrong with that. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to set a metronome. Anna 1 is back with us today. I'm going to set this metronome to 90 BPM. Of course, beats 1 and 3 are turned off. Now, here's what we're going to do. Today, we're going to isolate the beats of the bar that really make the most out of syncopation. And those will be, in this particular exercise, the ah, the last 16th note of the quarter note, the 1E and ah. We're going to isolate those notes today and put together some cool rhythms that end up being some cool bass lines, even if you use just 1 or 2 notes. We're going to start with 1 note and then we're going to build from there. Here is our very, very simple pattern. I'm going to play the downbeat right on beat 1, and then I'm going to play the ah of 2, and I'm going to play the ah of 3, and then beat 4, I'm not going to play anything. How simple is that? 3 notes. And since we're playing this in E, I'll play the downbeat on the low E, and then I'll play the other 2 notes on the octave, whether that octave be at the 7th fret of the A string, volume, or the 2nd fret of the D string. Doesn't matter. Your choice. We're only going to deal with 2 notes for now, and then we're going to build from there. All we're playing is beat 1, and then the ah of beat 2, and then the ah of beat 3. And then beat 4, nothing. Check this out. We're going to have some fun. We're going to play some funk. Check this out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So first, as we normally do, let's just count it out. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. I want to get comfortable with the 16th note, as I always say, before we get into the jams. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Now, as I said, what we're going to do is we're going to isolate the downbeat, the 1, and then the ah of 2 and the ah of 3. Right? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Take it 2. One E and a. Okay, so that's very cool. But there was something there that I was trying to make myself a little bit too aware of, and that's the fact that I was going back and forth between swinging the 16th note and playing the straight 16th note. Now, when I was counting out the subdivision, I was counting the straight 16th note.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Now, if I want to swing that 16th note, there's that whole discussion about, playing the triplet and then leaving out the middle note, which is fine. But if I count
1, 2,
the subdivision,
4.
1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. The thing that I take note of is the fact that the and, our 8th note, stays consistent, whether I'm swinging or playing straight. So check out the difference in the way that I count the 16th note subdivision. 2, 3. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. It's very straight, right? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Now see if you notice the difference when I start to swing the 16th note. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a ducka 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 ducka. Right? It has a different feel to it. But if you notice, the ands, the eighth notes, stay exactly the same. So it is the placement. Hold on, Anna. It's the placement of the E's and the Ah's that make all the difference. If you think, we can get corny about this and think about like the song "The Lion Sleeps Tonight," that Weka. That's a swung pattern that everyone knows. So when someone asks you, because I get this question a lot, how do you swing the eighth note? How do you swing the 16th note? The corniest but most effective answer is to sing the Weka from that song, "The Lion Sleeps Tonight." Am I allowed to say that? Am I going to get like some copyright weirdness? No. But if you say it out loud, Weka, that phrase is swung, right? 1 E and a 2 E and a. That's swung. So when I think about that,
1, 2, 3, 4.
then I can make that 16th note swing in a comfortable way, right? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Now we have this new grid of the swung 16th note. And then we can do the same thing. First, I counted it out. Now I can isolate the beats that I want to isolate. And then play the groove, take it to the bass. 1, 2, 3. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Up, up, 1. Up, up, 1. Up, up. Swinging to the bass. Now, I'll play it straight. So first I'll count out the subdivision so you can hear the difference, and then see if you can tell the difference in the line when I play the same thing to the straight 16th note. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Oops, swung it there. Straight. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. 1. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Pretty cool, right? So there, we're just dealing with two notes. I hope you're understanding what's going on, and I hope my Weka reference isn't too corny. If it is, that's okay, as long as it gets the job done, right? So again, with the swung 16th note, you're really thinking about the placement of the E's and the Ah's. If you want to think about playing the triplet and leaving out the middle note, so you have triplet, 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 you can swing that too. That's sort of the conventional way of teaching the swung pattern. So I hope that all makes sense. Now, let's have a little bit of fun with this. We're playing Fonk in E. So how about we expand the melodic palette a little bit and include some notes. I could say that we could just play a scale, but let's limit our notes, right? Check this out. Let's say I take E and its octave, and then I'll also take the minor seventh, D, and then I'll take D flat, C sharp, at the 4th fret of the A string. That's it. Those are my notes. That's all I'm going to use. And here's the other thing we'll do. We will add the and of 1 to our rhythmic pattern. So we added a couple notes to our palette melodically and harmonically, and now we're going to add 1 note rhythmically. And then, how about we alternate a 2-bar pattern? So I'll play one, ah, ah, and then I'll play one and, ah, ah. Does that make sense? So I've got the downbeat, the ah of 2 and the ah of 3. And then for the second bar, the downbeat and the and of 1, and then the ah of 2 and the ah of 3. Let's see what happens.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a, I'm swinging a little bit, right? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a. So let's take it to the bass. Ain't it funky? Now I'll add the two notes. Come on, y'all. We're getting down now. Seriously. So let's keep going with this. How about we play the same pattern rhythmically, and we'll add one more note. Let's add the third fret of the E string, the G. Right? So now we have the E, its octave, D, D flat or C sharp, and then we'll also have this funky note right here, which is the minor third, the G. We'll do that, and then we'll also turn our 2-bar phrase into a 4-bar phrase, and we'll expand our pattern in this specific way. Let's say we play the downbeat of bar 1, so beat 1 on bar 1, and then we'll just play the ahs straight through the second bar. So the ah of 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we'll do the same thing for the second set of 2 bars, but then we'll add the one and then we'll play all the ahs for the rest of the 2 bars, right? So it sounds like this.
1, 2, 3.
Subdivision first, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and I'm swinging. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a check it. 1, ah, 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 ah. 1 and. 1, 1 and, taking it to the bass, come on. Just playing on E so far. And then we'll move around a little bit. That was pretty funky, I gotta say. So that's it, y'all. A nice little exercise to get you moving and grooving, and let you have a funky day. That's part of my job. I'm gonna leave it there. Very cool exercise for you to work on. And also, you know, we just started with some very simple ideas, but you can change the rhythms around. I mean, this whole exercise is really based on getting you comfortable with that last 16th note of the quarter note, the ah of the bar. So you can build lines around those notes and use those as your targets. And as far as the harmonic and melodic palette is concerned, the world is your oyster. Any key, any scale will work. Or just taking any group of notes that you feel sound great together, and then apply some of these rhythms to those notes. You can come up with some very cool lines based on these ideas. People ask me about writing bass lines. This is one great way to do that, where you have a very simple rhythmic pattern and then you start applying notes to that pattern. And then you can change the notes around, and then you can change the rhythms around, and everything sort of complements each sort of previous idea, so that you're really building compositionally. And the thing is, the more you do that, the more you can do that in real time, and then you'll start to improvise great bass lines, one leading into the other, and coming up with cool ideas on stage when you're playing with a band. That's the goal, y'all. We're here to make music. We're here to make people dance, and forget the fancy stuff. It's all about the foundation. So listen, do me a favor. If you like this video, please give it a like, share it all over the world with as many people as you want or you can, and subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot more stuff to talk about, and a lot more things that we can get into. Also, you can comment. Feel free to comment, ask questions, make observations, suggest ideas for future topics on the channel. I'm open to all of that, and I want to get to know y'all. So I thank you for your support. And speaking of support, you can also donate to the channel if you feel you are in a position to do so. That is greatly appreciated. It keeps these videos coming to you, and it means a great deal. So I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to wish you all a funky day, and have fun with these. Listen, I will be back very soon with some more who knows what, but stick around and stay tuned. Thank you for visiting me here in the Brownstone. My name is Rich Brown, and I will see you in the next video.